Hello, soul family. Welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are new to my channel and you're wondering what's going on with my eye, I had eye surgery, so it's healing up and it's actually not looking so bad. It's, I don't know, the way the light just blurs me out. It makes me look like a white blob. I don't know why. There's really no light around me. This is just natural lighting by the window, the sun, because today the sun is been covered up. This morning when I woke up, I seen a lot of chemtrailing going on, so I knew that, by I don't even know what time it is. Oh, it's 3:33. Wow, that's crazy, you guys. It's 3:33. So yeah, confirmation. So I knew that by this afternoon, we weren't going to have any sunshine today, just because early this morning when I was out and about, um, they were chemming the skies. I took that video on my phone. Maybe if I'm able to link that video with this video, I'll show you guys a little bit of a clip of that, because I also, while I was filming that video, there was like this black line. There was the white chemtrail lines, and then there was the clouds, and then there was all like this black line going through the sky, like like the sky was cut in half. I don't know, it was really weird. If I can share that video, I'll share that video with you guys. But yeah, I'm healing up really good. The eye surgery went well. I'm feeling much better, and I feel like I haven't been on in such a long time. I mean, I've done a couple of videos on my way to work, but I haven't done a video like this, like I have done in the past, in a really long time. So this feels good. Um, what other videos have I done for you guys? Oh, I've been doing a lot of intuition exercises. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. So I do these really awesome intuition exercises. And if you're new to my channel and you don't know what I'm talking about, after you watch this video, you can go through my videos and you'll see them. They're titled intuition exercises, and it's a way to help you hone your ability, to help you tune into your intuition, so you could practice your skills, I guess. So yeah, I do these intuition exercises, and I wanted to do this video to share with some of you guys some more fun exercises to help you um, with your psychic muscle. Now, the more that you work with your intuition, the more you will strengthen your intuition, or you'll strengthen the ability to tune into your intuition. And when you tune into your intuition, it will become stronger, or what's the word I'm looking for? It'll become more clear, okay? The information coming back at you will be more clear in time. Now, you'll know exactly what your intuition is telling you when you learn to tune into your intuition, your higher self, your future you, okay? And you'll know that you can trust it, because you'll be more connected to it, I guess, in developing your intuition. You want to make these exercises fun. I try to make these exercises fun for you guys. It's like a game, okay? There's no right or wrong. It's just practice. It's supposed to be fun. And I know that exercises or tests, they sound intimidating, but this is not supposed to be intimidating. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be something that you do with yourself. So it's personal fun. So if you do get it wrong, don't be so hard on yourself, because it's just you. You really have nobody judging you. It's just you tuning into you, into your higher self. So these intuition exercises can be really fun, and in turn help you to boost your awareness. Now, intuition works in mysterious ways, and sometimes you won't see that it's guiding you down the highest path until years later. That's why you need to just trust and let go and learn to tune in. And when I say you won't know until years later, it's because when you finally learn how to communicate with your higher self or communicate with spirit, you kind of learn what it sounds like, the difference between your thoughts and spirit or your higher self communicating with you. And when you know the difference, you'll learn to trust what is coming through, the information is coming through. And when you hone that ability and you're better at it or you're really good at it, and then you sit back and you think about how it was in the beginning when you were learning, maybe you've gotten so good at it that you've decided to help others, to teach them to do these exercises to so that they can learn to tune into their intuition. And when you're doing that, or you're reminiscing or whatever the case may be, you'll realize the energy that was communicating around you, and you were unaware of it then, and then you're aware of it now looking back on it. And it's kind of cool because I've had those moments when I was out in the yard or sitting inside just thinking, or while I was in meditation, of the times where information was coming into me but I wasn't aware of it. Like, I was aware that there was something, but I wasn't aware that it was energy or my intuition, higher self, my divine team, spirit speaking to me because I wasn't aware. I don't know if that makes any sense. Okay, guys, so here are some fun intuition exercises that will help you to hone your skill and strengthen your intuitive muscles. Your intuitive muscle. I know what I'm talking about. Just being silly with you guys. Okay, so the first exercise that you guys can try is the play the notice everything game. Okay, many people walk around all day, every day, completely unaware of what's really going on around them. Things happen and they don't even notice. Their intuition gives them these subtle signs and messages all the time. Okay, and you're missing them. You're not even aware of them because you're just going on about your day. You're just like, you don't even notice it. It's like, pfft, whatever, it's gone. It came and it gone, and you didn't even know it. I think spirit is always communicating with us. It's just that if you're not aware of the energy, you're not aware of the communication. Now, the more that you notice everything, from the color of someone's eyes, um, or the color and pattern of somebody's shirt, or the fabric of clothing that someone's wearing, um, to the sound of rain hitting the tree leaves, or the sound that the leaves make when the wind blows. Okay, you'll become more aware of the truth. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I post a lot of hearts and feathers on my page. And I share those because I am tuned into energy. I'm tuned into the energy around me. So when I'm out in nature walking around, and it doesn't even have to be in nature, I find these hearts and feathers in the most bizarre places, okay? And but the point is that when I'm out and about, okay, and I'm walking around, or going about my day, I'm just aware. I'm aware of everything around me, and because I'm aware, I see the signs from spirit all the time. It captures my attention, and my spirit guides give me signs in the form of hearts and feathers. It's not only hearts and feathers, but for the most part, it's hearts and feathers, and it's certain spirit, certain spirits giving me these signs, and for me, they mean something to me probably different than what they mean to you. And when you see the sign, you'll know that it's a sign. You'll know it. Like, you'll know it. Intuition requires presence. It requires you to be in the moment. I talk about this all the time in my videos, to meditate. A lot of you guys may feel that meditation is cliche. I did in the very beginning of my awakening. I thought that meditating is cliche. I was like, what is the point? But as I walked my spiritual path further, down the road, I became aware of how important it is to meditate. And you don't have to meditate doing the Om thing with your legs closed or, crossed, not closed. Um, you can meditate by just being in the moment. Okay. And I go over this in a whole bunch of my videos. Um, so basically, just be in the moment, quiet your mind and be in the moment, the present moment, and try to be aware of what's going on around you. What you need to do is tune out all thoughts, turn your phone off, turn the TV off, and get away from people so you can be alone to have a moment to yourself. Okay, so tune everything out. Okay, and then what you want to tune in is um, you want to feel and notice what's going on around you. Realize how things look if your eyes are open. Look around and notice the trees, notice the leaves, notice how green they are, notice the yellow in some of them, the reds in others. Notice the tree bark, notice the pattern on the tree. Look at the grass, what's going on around you. How does it smell? What does the air feel like? Is it cold? Is it warm? Um, if you're sitting on the ground, is it damp? Is it wet? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it rough? Is it itchy? I don't know what's going on around you, but that's what you want to do when you're spending time in the moment. And that is an excellent form of meditation. Okay, you guys, now for the second exercise you guys can practice is tune into someone. Try to tune into someone and guess how they're feeling. Actually, I don't like saying guess how they're feeling because I really don't want you to guess. I want you to feel. I want you to tune in and try to feel. But for some people to relate to this video, I guess you're gonna have to guess. I don't know. But I'm trying to make this make sense for everybody, even people that are really new to all of this and they don't know how to tune in and feel. So if you're really, really new to all of this, try to guess, but try not to really guess. Try to make it more of a feeling. How does it feel? How how does it feel to be around this person? What is the energy you're getting from that person? Do you sense anger? Do you sense happiness? Do you sense sadness? Okay, so um, for the second exercise, I kind of just want you guys to try to tune into how people feel around you, or try to, before you get out of bed, before you step on the floor, lay there for a second, take a couple of big deep breaths, and just try to like quiet your mind for a moment before you start your day, and make this fun. Remember, this is fun. There's no right or wrong about this, okay? And try to guess or feel what kind of mood your children are going to be in, or your siblings, or your boss if you have to go to work that day, or your coworkers. What kind of mood are they going to be in? Try to guess it or try to feel it before you see them, okay? Let your intuition tell you, if you're a person that needs to receive this through thoughts, maybe try closing your eyes and see what pictures come across in your mind, and try to see or hear what thoughts pop up in your head, or try to sense your body. Be aware of the sensations you're feeling in your body. Do you feel something in the pit of your stomach? And make a mental note of that. Um, you know, Try to guess or feel how your spouse or your children will be acting at the end of the day. Okay? Do this as though you're playing a game and check in to see, what happens. Take notes. Now do this as though you're playing a game. Okay, make this fun. This is supposed to be fun. This is learning. This is fun learning. Okay, this is practice. Practice makes progress. It doesn't make perfect, it makes progress. So practice. So make this as a game and check in to see what happens. Take notes. You can write them down or take mental notes. This lends an air of credibility to what you are doing and reinforces your commitment to trusting your intuition, trusting your higher self. Your higher self is your future you, guiding you through this lifetime. Okay? I do this a lot, believe it or not. And I make mental notes of this. Sometimes I make, physical notes, but for the most part, I make mental notes. And at the end of the day, I check back into my mental notes and see if my visions or thoughts and feelings were correct, to see if what I was feeling or seeing is close to how they were acting when we interacted throughout the day. Okay, so the third exercise for you guys is hold an object and get a sense of what it has to tell you. This exercise is technically called psychometry, okay? The art of reading the energy of objects. I'm not really good at this. I'm okay. I'm not really great at this. What I like to do is rub your hands together really fast, creating friction. Get your hands to get really nice and warm. Not hot, but nice and warm. Get that energy flowing, okay? And then take an object. Let me see. I really don't have too many objects around me. Take an object. It could be anything, you guys. Literally, it can be anything. Take an object. It could be someone's keys, could be somebody's makeup, lipstick, mascara, I don't know, whatever your girlfriend has in her purse, ring, or piece of jewelry. When I do this, I go to the antique shop. You can go to the antique shop and you can hold items and see what you sense when you are holding that item. What do you get? What sense do you get when you're holding this item or that item? Remember, there are no right or wrong answers. Anyways, if you're somewhere else like an antique shop, you probably will never even get the answer unless the person selling the stuff in the store has a history. There are there are some antique shops out there that do have history on the items that they sell, especially if they are people that pick up items from estate sales. They usually know a little bit of history, but for the most part, most of the antique shops that I go to, they don't really have a lot of history of where a lot of the items came from. So there really is no right or wrong answer. It's just practice, really. It's just practice. You're just strengthening your muscles and activating your intuition by reading energy. That's all you're doing. Now, like I just mentioned, I do this when I go to the antique shops and I allow my energy to guide me, and I hold objects. Before I buy them, I hold them, I touch them. Actually, I kind of touch everything when I'm in the store. When I go and I get drawn to something, I kind of just like pick up everything around me, or I just like literally just go up to it and touch it, and I don't know, I'm weird. And but yeah, I touch everything. And before I buy it, I definitely hold it in my hands and I close my eyes and I try to tune into that object before I purchase it. And sometimes when I do that, I get a picture in my mind, um, depending on what I'm holding. Like for instance, I bought one of those old antique mirrors with the hand brush. So when I was holding that before I purchased it, I seen in my mind's eye the woman that had that object. And in my mind's eye, whoa, did something just go by? I seen something. The light flickered and then something looked like it went by. When I edit this video, I'm gonna have to check that out. Anyways, um, before I bought that object, I seen the woman using that hairbrush. And I seen her holding the mirror and brushing her hair with it. And sometimes when I purchase things, I also ask for permission if I should buy it. And I did that with the mirror and the hand brush, and I got the feeling that it wanted to go home with me. There's actually a lot of objects in my house that I picked up at the antique store that I felt like I had a really strong connection to them, and it's like those people wanted me to adopt them. It's weird, I know. Again, I'm a nerd, I'm weird. Okay. Now, the fourth exercise I have for you guys is to practice automatic writing. The same concept. Quiet your mind by meditating or being in the moment And you got to do this for about 5, 10 minutes. Not long. Just 5, 10 minutes. That's it. You guys can do 5, 10 minutes. A lot of you guys are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TV for longer than 5 or 10 minutes. So you can definitely do this practice and take 5 to 10 minutes out of your day to just hone your skills. Okay. So sit down 5 to 10 minutes and grab a pen, piece of paper, and just start writing. Don't think. Like, stop your thinking mind. Don't think. Don't think about anything. Okay. And just put your pen to the paper and just allow spirit to guide you. Just allow spirit to guide you. You know, just be loose. Just like, if you don't know how to start it, just draw circles. Draw circles and close your eyes and just breathe and listen to your breath and just allow your hand just to do its thing and just go on. Go with the flow. Try not to think too much, okay? And really just try to let go. Just let go, release, surrender, and allow your hand to just do its thing. Let spirit guide it. The more that you do this, the better that you'll be at doing this, and it won't feel so awkward at first, because at first it will feel like kind of stupid or awkward and kind of weird. So once you practice this a little bit, and it won't be so weird, maybe the second time you do it, it'll feel a little bit better. Um, or maybe the results that you get the first time you do this will be amazing. So you'll want to do this a second time, a third time, and whatever. But yeah, so I do this. And when I was younger, I used to do that a lot. And I didn't know that I was, doing this exercise. I didn't know it was an exercise. And I used to always draw the infinity sign. It's really crazy. And I used to also draw the letter M all the time. And it meant nothing to me then, but me looking back on it now, the affinity sign means something for me. The letter M means something for me. The letter M is because I'm guided and protected by Archangel Michael. He's one of my archangels, and I just think it's really amazing because it's like, whoa, I've been doing the letter M all these years. It's like the angel coming through, and that was his way of coming through and communicating with me, but I wasn't aware back then. I was unaware, and I was just getting these signs that he's with me. But it's just bizarre because I know it now, and I wish I was more tuned in back then, but I wasn't. I was young. So anyways, yeah, so just allow it to flow, let go and flow, and and see what you guys come up with. You might draw numbers, you might draw pictures, you might draw symbols. If you see me looking, it's because I'm by the window and I fed the blue jays, and I have like 4 of them. They're all coming up and grabbing the peanuts, and some of them are hitting the screen. They like cling on to the screen with their nails, and they kind of hang sideways, and they just like peek their little head down and they stare at me. They like me now because I feed them. I mean, I've always had Bernie that would come. Now I have Bernie and his whole family. For those of you that have been following me for a while know what I'm talking about. I have these blue jays, and yes, I named them. Okay, so getting back to the drawing, what I used to also draw a man's face, and I used to also draw a flower. I don't really know what the man's face means. I've never really even looked it up, to see what the symbolism of it is. But as for the flower, like the flower of life, and I tend to still do that when I'm just like sitting at my desk at work and I'm trying to just like de-stress from a situation. I tend to just, it's like I'm intuitively guided to do this. Is like I just take paper or whatever's on my desk, can be, whatever it is. If there's paper there, and I grab a pencil and I just start, doodling, and I don't even know what I'm doodling until I'm done, with when I come back into it and I'm conscious of what I'm doing, and I happen to look down, and I'll be like, oh, wow, look what I drew. It's kind of cool. I wasn't even aware of that. And, when I do that and I catch myself doing that, I will see what it is that I drew, and then I'll look up the symbolism of it to go in to see what the deeper meaning of what the situation is, because spirit is trying to communicate with me through through me, through my hand. And I think it's pretty cool. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and do it. And if you guys do this and you come up with some really cool stuff, email it to me. I'd love to see what you guys doodle. Oh, you know what else I forgot to mention? Doing this exercise, um, I've written poetry since sixth grade. And by doing this, I've never really had any thought of what I was going to write. It kind of was just intuitively guided. I felt like I had like an emotional feeling. I kind of felt it like here in my throat and heart chakra. And I would just grab paper and just write, especially when I was like in sixth grade, you're young, you feel kind of lonely, and you kind of just like write and draw and stuff like that. And that's your intuition guiding you. And it's just kind of, I don't know, I just think it's kind of cool. I have a bunch of stuff that I've written throughout the years, and they're just like I don't even know how to say it. The words were intuitively inspired, I guess. I was intuitively inspired to write poetry. I never really had a plan of what I was going to write about. I kind of just let it flow, if that makes any sense. I just went with the flow, and I have a whole bunch. I should just share it with you guys. I've read it, being an adult now, and reading what I wrote. I sit back and I laugh because it was like, oh my God, I was just like a hopeless, romantic, lonely young lady. Okay, you guys, now for the fifth and final intuition exercise that you guys can practice is look for specific messages in books or music. Now, before you start your day, or when you're looking for a solution to a problem or issue, open a book. It could be any book. Open a book, open a magazine, open anything that has literature in it, anything that has writing. And um, allow the book to guide you, and turn it to a certain page, and then let a certain paragraph on that page guide you. Let the paragraph be your guidance, okay? You can do this with music, for an example. Set the intention that the next song that you hear on your radio or iPod will contain the guidance that you need to hear. And then pay attention. The signs will most certainly come through to you. You just have to be aware and pay attention, okay? Um, you know who does this? And the first person that I heard of doing this was The Glitch. I don't know which video he did this in, but he has done this on his channel, and I believe he calls it Radio Tarot. And ever since he did that video, I tried it, and it's awesome, and you got to try it. It's amazing. All right, you guys, I hope you like this video. I hope these exercises sound fun, and if you try them, stop back in, leave a comment, and tell me which one you did, or if you've done all of them, and give me some feedback on it. And for any of you guys that are interested, I am still doing the numerology readings. They're $11.11. I still do tarot card readings. I still do them by donation only. And if you guys are interested in donating to my channel, all of my information is down below in the description area. My favorite donation is time donations. And time donations is you writing me a letter using your time and mailing it to me. All right, you guys, I love you. Sending you guys lots of love and lots of light.